There's a firestorm brewing in Washington state over funding education. The state's highest court just voted to hold state lawmakers in contempt of court for failing to put enough money into public schools. That order comes with a fine of $100,000 every day, and that starts today. Our Lisa Bailick is looking into all this. Lisa, where's the money going to go?
Dan, I found out what could be millions of dollars collected will be on hold for education. And I just learned that Governor Inslee intends to meet with state leaders this Monday to figure out if there's going to be yet another special session to try and get rid of all these fines. While many kids are still at summer play, many Washington lawmakers and the state Supreme Court are in a fight over funding classrooms. The courts ruled lawmakers are not moving fast enough to adequately pay for public education. So the court is holding the state in contempt of court, fining them $100,000 a day.
It's great that the Supreme Court has continued to back the idea that the main job of the legislature is to fund public education.
The teachers' unions believe this will push lawmakers to do more to come up with a way to find more money for classrooms and teachers by 2018. That's the court-ordered deadline. The justices ruled 3 years ago in a case brought by some parents that the state wasn't doing its job adequately paying for schools, all-day kindergarten, smaller class sizes, even classroom supplies. The High Court is now urging lawmakers to go back into yet a record fourth special session this year to find more money. Many parents agree.
What bothers you the most, like when you look at the school? I mean, size of classes, what kinds of things?
I think that it's the class size. I also think that holding on to really good educators is important, and I think that they're unable to do that if they can't pay them well enough.
I talked with staff at the Washington State Supreme Court and found out the $100,000 a day will be held to help fund basic education. And it could be refunded if state lawmakers get the funding worked out. But this doesn't sit well with some lawmakers, like State Senator Don Benton, who sees this as a partisan jab at the legislature. He says lawmakers are putting more money than ever into education. I also found out today some lawmakers believe this fight between the Supreme Court and legislators may even make it to the U.S. Supreme Court to try and iron out what authority the court has over the legislature when it comes to doling out money for education. Dan?